Hello again everyone, Age of Dune here, and we are back casting another Starcraft 2 game. This one is from the Acer TeamStory Cup. It is between ROOTCatZ and AxAlicia here on the Daybreak LE map. The Acer TeamStory Cup is apparently a tournament being held in Germany right around now. It's got 9 teams, 4 of which were invited, and 5 of which automatically qualified. Or not automatically qualified, but had to qualify for it. It has 18 different play days, and it's actually a best of 9 format. So it's actually a team-based game, or team-based tournament, and the team is actually going to get the win, not individual players. So this team, this particular match, is actually AxAlicia, is part of Team Axiom. He is a South Korean Protoss player, obviously, as you can see here. And he's been playing since Brood Wars, but didn't really play on ladder apparently because of the use of hacking at the time. But he did come back. He did not qualify for Wings of Liberty in any of their tournaments. But he is back now, and he actually did qualify with Axiom for this particular tournament, and I believe he's a regular member of their team. Apparently he's been with them since the beginning of this year, 2013. So alright, on the other hand, down at the bottom left, we've got ROOTCatZ. He used to be a Complexity Cats when I originally started watching him. I used to watch him some on Twitch TV, and he wasn't one of my favorites, but I did enjoy watching him when the other ones weren't on. But yeah, he's part of Roots Gaming now. He's actually from Peru, and he's apparently been playing since Wings of Liberty, it looks like. Not seeing that he was anything before that. But he started out Root, apparently, and then he switched to Complexity, and then he is back to Root, as you can see here. So he is representing Root in this, and he's, one of many players. So alright, let's go ahead and see how this game goes. It should be fairly interesting. Obviously, as you can see here, they are on cross positions. That is something that is a given in this map, so you don't have to worry about scouting out and trying to figure out where they are. You know they're going to be there. So that makes things a whole lot easier. It looks like Cats did go for an early expand and spawning pool after. Alicia now knows this because he did actually go ahead and scout it. And he's actually doing the nice little micro trick here. Just, I really love that too. You can just go ahead and click, 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 so that your drone is actually going off and getting these minerals, which completely messes up the micro for them. It's not something that I would be able to do just because my micro, as I'm sure anybody who has seen my games, is not nearly this impressive. I am not nearly good enough to be able to handle this. But apparently they are, which honestly does not surprise me at all. And by doing that, it doesn't do a whole lot, but it does interrupt the mineral flow by 5 minerals here or there. So it's not a huge benefit, but if it's something you can handle, it is enough of a benefit that it might actually make it worth it. So he is going to go ahead and get his second gas here. Looks like Cats has not actually expanded to his second gas, but he does have his first gas. He's got 1 person in it. Honestly, that's not all that surprising for Zerg. Zerg doesn't tend to go very gas-heavy early. Protoss has to go gas-heavy early. Protoss consumes a ton of Vespene gas. So yeah, they definitely have to go for that. He is working on his warp gate. Looks like he is not at the moment chrono boosting it out. He's got a decent amount of chrono power here, actually. He's getting pretty close to where he needs to be using it. But at the moment, he's not using it on that. He'll probably be using it on, I have no idea what, but he'll find a use. Something I tend to forget late game, but at this level of play, that's not really going to happen. So alright, he is actually setting up a wall in here, by the way. He's got 2 gateways. He actually does not have a forge. Not surprising, really. You don't normally see that until later, but he is walling off with gateways to try to make it so that Zerglings cannot slip in here. And he does have his second base up and running, but in the meantime, the Zerg player, Cats, has actually expanded. He did scout this, so he's got his mothership going in on it. He's doing quite a bit of damage to it. There is a queen coming over, and it's gonna push this mothership away. That's something I noticed. Motherships do not have very much damage at all. I had seen games from Husky where players actually went off and did harass using the mothership, and I decided to try it myself, and I did not have any success whatsoever because it was so very weak. It did a little bit of damage, but not enough to make it anywhere worth it, because I believe I did end up losing that mothership because it was also slow. So, all in all, not the best decision on my part, and I know better than to do that. Wow, he actually has multiple units here coming in. He did warp in a decent number of sentries here. I have no idea what he's planning. He is engaging on this hatchery again with the mothership, but he's got proxy pylons here, and he is warping units in. These Zerglings went over and scouted, but they were pushed back by the Zealot, and now they're going to run into this army. I believe they can see it. Can they see that? Actually, no, he has no idea that's there. Now he knows. Now he knows. So there we go. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I did forget to do this. It is up now. My apologies there. So it looks like Alicia is actually going on this again. He's got a decent number of things. He's got the Zealots trying to focus down this queen. They do get the queen, and it looks like ROOTCatZ is actually falling back. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to get the base beforehand, but it might actually end up going down. We'll have to see. He does have a lot of Zealots here, and he's got enough sentries to go ahead and keep these people off. But he's trying to focus down the units, especially this queen. Because if this queen goes down, then he's got nothing to defend against the mothership core when the time comes. But he is actually getting these units down. And another queen popped out, but he's going to try to take that one down. He does use his slow there. The mothership core is still alive. And now this roach is almost dead. The roach does go down. These Zerglings are trying to take it down. I don't see any counterattacks on the map, but it does look like this hatchery is going to go down. The rest of the army is actually going to survive due to a very nice little return home by the mothership core. It's a nice ability there, that mass recall. Needs 100 mana though, so it's fairly expensive. Definitely something to keep in mind if you plan on doing it. But these Zerglings are going to go ahead and take down this pylon. Not really surprising. You do not want a repeat of that. He is using these cocoons though, which is a very good idea, and he's putting a creep terminal here to make sure that the creep does not despawn. He already had one there, but he has another one here to go ahead and expand it. This Overlord is being attacked by these sentries. It is going to escape with 16 health though, so no supply loss for cats, even though it was really close. And now Alicia is just spending out more pylons. He actually was supply blocked for just a couple seconds there, not overly much, but he's still got a lot of pylons on the way. He does actually have a Stargate. He's building a Void Ray here, and I don't think he has another one yet. He's got that. There is a small attack here, but I don't see any other air units. We can take a look at the units here. And no, there are no other air units here. Whereas the Zerg player actually has a Hydralisk Den to go for anti-air, as well as a Roach Warren, and of course the Zergling spawning pit. But other than that, it does not look like he's teching for anything, so he's just going Roach Hydra at the moment, which honestly is a fairly standard build. Fake Phoenix. He's just scouting with it, which is awesome to be able to do. I do really love that ability. All you need is a sentry, and you just expend a little bit of sentry energy, and all of a sudden, bam, you can scout across the map for free. I believe these roaches are going to see this. Oh, no. No, they do not see this proxy pylon. So I thought they were going to be able to see this, but they did not actually end up doing it, so there will be no destruction of that proxy pylon. Lucky Alicia, very much. But ROOTCatZ is actually expanding again up here. He's re-establishing that base. Really good idea. You really need to try to stay away from Protoss. He probably actually should do a second expand here, because at the moment he's actually even with Alicia almost. I mean, his hatchery is slightly ahead, but honestly, he needs more. Okay, so he did finally see that pylon there, so he does go ahead and destroy it. It brings Alicia a little bit closer to being supply blocked, but still he is not supply blocked. He's got a few, actually a lot of Hydras coming down. So he is actually launching an invasion force. It looks like he's probably going to be going in on this expand here. I don't know that he knows it's there, does he? He does not know it's there, but he probably suspects it. Oh, they do destroy it. Zealot, but no big deal there. But yeah, he is actually going ahead and launching an attack here. The Zealots are coming, the Zerglings are coming in. They actually were intercepted by that army though, so he's got to be careful. He's making sure his army stays grouped together, and he is going in on the Nexus there, but it was hit by that Mothership Core's ability there. Oh, the Mothership Core goes down, but it is still hit by that ability, so it is going off and attacking all these units. The Hydras are the only thing left besides this one roach, and everything is melting here. There goes KaTZ's army. The Void Rays are alive. Most of them. That one got really close to being dead. I think one of them died in that. But as you can see here, KaTZz is immediately boosting out some more Hydras. A couple more Zerglings have already been made. And in the meantime, AxAlicia is actually making a lot of Void Rays. He's actually got 3 different Stargates here, so he's definitely going for Sky Toss here. Sky Toss is definitely powerful. That is one of the more powerful builds now, from what I understand. In comes another Zergling swarm, and they are held off yet again by the Zealot, so there will be no drive-by there. And yeah, actually no, I'm kind of surprised by the fact that KaTZz has not expanded yet. Almost always you see the pro players try to keep the Zerg at least one base. Usually they try to keep 1 or 2, but 1 or 2 bases ahead of the Protoss player, because the income from Zerg needs to be so much higher, as well as the number of larvae. If we take a look at the buildings here, does he have a... Let's see. He has 1 lair and 2 hatcheries. He doesn't even have a macro hatch, which often you do see Zerg players go, if nothing else, just so that they've got the amount of larvae they need. Here's the expand finally, but it's well beyond what you normally see from a Zerg player. It's kind of surprising. I guess he's just kind of maxing out his attackers here. This is a nasty force. That is a lot of Void Rays. And that is enough to scare pretty much anyone, especially now with this new prismatic alignment here. That is something that is new with Heart of the Swarm. It immediately aligns all of these so that they immediately do pretty much all of their upfront damage there. Whereas before they had to charge up over time, now it's almost immediate. He is coming up against these. There's only a couple Hydras here, and they're just immediately melting. The Broodlings here are not really able to do anything because there's just so many Void Rays. So many Void Rays. So this expand is going to go down. It should be canceled. I don't believe it was canceled. No, I believe it was just killed. That is disgusting looking. But yeah, it does not actually get canceled, pretty surprisingly. And these Void Rays are just walking through, destroying everything. Bringing a couple Spore Crawlers out, but unfortunately they had so far to walk, and he did not plant them far enough back. The Void Rays were able to destroy them long before they were planted. And these Void Rays are just doing everything. I think this is probably the end of the game. Not sure. Actually, yes, I am sure, because there is only 37 seconds. But less than that left. So yeah, it is the end of the game. That is the successful attack. This is a nasty Void Ray army, and it's not altogether surprising that it just completely destroyed him. So there is the GG from KaTZz. He has left the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It was actually pretty entertaining to watch, and also it's interesting to me to see a build that I don't usually go. I used to go Sky Toss a lot, but I switched away from Sky Toss more to Gateway units and Colossi, but now with this prismatic alignment, I actually might think about switching to Sky Toss again. We'll have to see what happens. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.